can't believe I just said my jam. Who says that? I'm not the one that says my jam. I must have caught it from my kid. Hello my friends, welcome to my channel and happy 2022 to all of you. I just hope that 2022 is a better year for you, for me, for everybody, because God knows we need it. So I thought I'd kick off 2022 with my best of thrift finds. So my favorite gems that I found at the thrift stores in 2021. So without further ado, I am going to begin with the blazer of my dreams. When I found this blazer, I sold all my other black blazers on my shop. By the way, a lot of you ask me where to find my shop, where can I shop your shop. It's always in the description box of my videos. I have a shop on eBay and Depop, so whatever you prefer. If you have an account already with eBay and that's easier for you, it's kind of auction style. But if you prefer Depop or just straight up and buy outright, I have that for them as well. So, oh yes, back to the blazer. I'm telling you guys, when I saw this blazer just hanging on a rack outside my local op shop, discarded like it was, you know, something that belonged in the trash, and it just said $4 jackets. There were other jackets there. It looked very sad, but I thought I'll have a look anyway. And what do I find? This wool cashmere blend black blazer from the label Jaeger. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's spelled Jaeger, and it's made in Great Britain. This is just everything I could have ever wanted in a blazer. First off, it's a wool and cashmere blend. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I saw the fabric tag. And also the cut. The cut is just amazing. This fits in that perfect oversized boyfriend style that I love. It's just pure perfection. What can I say? I mean, I just cannot believe that someone got rid of this blazer. I mean, why? Why? Look at it. Look at it, you guys. I mean, look at the sleeve. It sits exactly where I want it to, which is right on my hand. And when I have my arms down, it's hitting me kind of right on my knuckles, which is the perfect length. So that when I'm using my hands, the sleeve is right at my wrist. And it has two pockets that aren't the flap style, which I don't particularly like. It is a double-breasted jacket, which I also love, because when you leave a double-breasted jacket just kind of loose, when you wear it loose, it just creates a beautiful silhouette. I just love it. And of course, it's fully lined. This is the absolute blazer of my dreams. It's never gonna leave my closet. I will never even look for another black blazer because there is no need. Alrighty, moving on to another jacket. Well, it's a trench, and it's this one. I mean, when I saw this, it was at the Turtleneck markets where I found this. No, the entrance markets, that's right. I live on the Central Coast in New South Wales, and the entrance markets are a kind of hit or miss. It's a lot of people selling a lot of trash and treasure, and you just gotta search for the treasures, right? Which is what I love. So when I found this trench, I wasn't immediately taken with it. So it wasn't love at first sight, but after I picked it up and I felt the fabric and I saw what a beautiful vintage, you know, trench it was, I kind of fell in love. And the only reason it wasn't love at first sight was the color, because I never thought that this color suited me, although I do think it's gorgeous. It's not a classic trench color, you know, like the beigey classic color that you see in all trenches. And I mean, look, I'll put it on. Okay, it is by Muse or Muse or Musa, and it's a size 40. So I know that it's made in Europe. That's all I know. It is quite oversized on me. It doesn't really go with my blouse, I know, but just look at this silhouette, and you can wear it belted or unbelted. The belt is just very simple. It doesn't have a buckle. You know, I don't really like to be too fussy and have everything so perfect. I just like it to look really deconstructed, but it has gorgeous deep pockets, the beautiful tortoiseshell buttons. I think I got this for a couple of dollars, like maybe $3 or $4. It was crazy. The next item I'm about to show you, my beautiful mum bought for me when we were at a French country market. It's in the winter time and it's held up here in Springfield on the Central Coast a couple of times a year, and it's just all things French inspired. And it's this gorgeous poncho. I mean, I think the colors on this poncho are to die for. I mean, look at that. And the fringing, and it's got a little hoodie. So when I saw this poncho, I think the lady was asking $50 for it. And I just wanted to think about it. And I showed my mom and I said, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. I do like it, but maybe I want something a little bit more plain. You know, I had wandered off, and when I came back and found my mum, she had bought it for me. And I think she bargained her down to $35 or something like that, because it was all the cash that she had left. It was towards the end of the day, and I guess she just wanted to get rid of it, and so we got it for $35. Now this label is vintage and it's by Top Fashion, made in Taiwan, 95% acrylic and 5% nylon. I think it is a gorgeous poncho. It looks so pretty worn over midi skirts or denim. It's just something that is just so bohemian. I don't know, I just love it. Okay, so I just love it. For those of you who are familiar with me and my channel, you know that I am obsessed with Hawaii. I mean, it is my spirit home, as I always say. It was the first overseas destination that I ever traveled to as a young 19, 20-year-old. And ever since, I just have an affinity for the place and a strong connection to Hawaii. I go there very often. I try to go once a year. I've been there many times. Let's just say it's my home away from home. And so when I am in Hawaii, I love to kind of dress very Hawaiian. Not, you know, with the hula skirts and that kind of, you know, shell bras, not that kind of Hawaiian, but, you know, Hawaiian shirts and just tropical vibes. You know, I'm the kind of person that dresses for the occasion. So when I'm in Hawaii, Hawaiian shirts over my bikini top or Hawaiian shirts over a tank top, you know, are just my jam, right? I can't believe I just said my jam. Who says that? I'm not the one that says my jam. I must have caught it from my kid. This Hawaiian shirt is just amazing because it is made in Hawaii. It is vintage. It's huge, I know, it's huge. It's a double XL, it's a men's. I mean, I am just in love with it. I don't mind that it's huge. That kind of styling is very intentional to me. You know, I don't care that it looks like I'm wearing, you know, a men's shirt. I think it looks really cool. I have thrifted many Hawaiian shirts in my time, but this one is special because it is vintage, because it is made in Hawaii, and because of the details. I mean, it's got, you know, a little pocket, which I love. And also the wooden buttons has Hawaii, made in Hawaii, imprinted on the wooden buttons. And there is that gorgeous vintage label, my friends. I know that I have mentioned this before, but I actually have accommodation booked for September 2022, this year, in Hawaii for me and my son for 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that this pandemic has kind of leveled out and it's safe enough to travel and it's not anxiety filled, because I desperately need this holiday. We all do. And I will be rocking my gorgeous Hawaiian shirt. So this dress, my friends, this is my equivalent of a Camilla caftan. So all the girls love Camilla caftans. If you're not familiar, Camilla Franks is an Australian designer and she designs embellished caftans, and they run for about $700, my friends. But this to me is just me. I do have a Camilla. My mum gave me one. Actually, I've got it right here. So that is a Camilla, but this here is so much more me. I mean, the Camilla caftans are mostly silk. This is a rayon, but I just love it. I love the shape. It's basically a square shape. I love the scarf print. I love the length because when I cinch it in with the belt, it comes to a mini length. I love the color. This is just not your everyday rayon caftan dress that you find in Thailand and Bali in the markets. This is kind of more designer, I would say. I can tell by the label. I'm not sure if it's vintage, and I will be taking this with me to Hawaii as well. A staple in every girl's wardrobe should be a little black dress, right? I did not own a little black dress, so when I found this little black dress in an op shop in Belmont for $2, my friends, I couldn't believe it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so simple, but because it's vintage, it's just so special, my friends. What I love about this is the high round neckline. It did have shoulder pads, but I took them out. A very short, dainty sleeve, and on the bottom of the bodice of the skirt, there is this button detail. It's just gorgeous, and it has it on either side, so when worn, it just looks so stunning when you're on the side and you can see this button detail on the calf of your leg. It's just so sexy to me. It's a basic shift silhouette, which, you know, isn't normally what one would consider sexy. I just think it's so sexy. I have not worn this yet. The occasion has not called for it as yet, but I'm sure that one of these days I will need a little black dress and I will have it ready to go in my wardrobe. So the label on this dress is Cassidy by Stitches, size 10, made in Australia. I am so glad that I now have the perfect little black dress in my wardrobe. So I'm not particularly a sporty kind of girl. And by that I mean, you know, I'm not a gym junkie. I don't, you know, I'm just not sporty. I don't play sports. I just like to walk and I like to swim. And so I've never really been one to be into the sport kind of fashion. But when I saw this skirt at my Vinnie's, I just knew it was special. I mean, again, it is vintage. It looks like a tennis skirt. So first off, I just love the silhouette, this A-line silhouette, and then underneath it has bike shorts. I mean, just so clever, right? It's got little side pockets, which I love, and it's high-waisted, and it has belt loops, so you can put a belt through it. And on the back, again, it has a back pocket with the contrasting navy trims, and there's this very fine vertical stripe going down the skirt, which I think is just beautiful. I'm a sucker for stripes. I love this skirt. You know, I wear this with a bodysuit, like a navy or white bodysuit, some trainers. While I'm traveling, I took this to Byron with me and I just felt so comfortable, but so kind of cool, you know, but it's vintage, it's gorgeous. I just couldn't believe it. I got it for $8. The label is Cross Sportswear Women's Wear, size medium, made in Sweden. I've never worn it when I've gone for a walk. I wear it more as a fashion statement, you know, because it's a vibe, right? I just love it. While we're on the sports theme, I found an amazing pair of vintage track pants for $2, I think they were. And what I love about these track pants, you guys, first off is the color. I am obsessed with burgundy, and paired with this yellow trim, these two colors couldn't be more amazing together. Who would have ever thought to put burgundy and yellow together? What a revelation. They are just amazing track pants. They are in a gorgeous 3/4 length. They have a gorgeous silhouette. They're really nice and high-waisted. They're in an amazing fabric, so they just are so flattering. You know, they don't bag on the bum and they don't, you know, suck you in places you don't want them to. They just fit so flatteringly. And on the back is this pocket with this little emblem here, which I guess is the label, but I'm pretty sure I found the label inside. This is a vintage label, my friends, and that is what I am all about. That is what I thrift for. That is what I die for. That is my passion. Like with the skirt, I paired this with a yellow knit that I had from H&M and some trainers, and that was a look, you know, like this is not what I wear when I go for a walk, although I could and I'd be really comfortable, but to me, like I said, this is a fashion statement. I just love skirts, and I love midi skirts, and I particularly love pleated skirts. So when I saw this one, I just fell in love. First off, I love the color palette. I am very attracted to prints when they are just in two colors. To me, it's just very Parisian, especially if it's black and white, or navy and white, or red and white. You know, that's just my vibe, right? I don't really know what the print is. I think they are leaves, actually, now that I look. They are leaves, and there's some polka dots in there, and the pleats start under the waist. That is a vintage trademark of a pleated skirt. The pleats will normally start just, you know, on the hip bone. My mum fixed the elastic for me because it was a little big. Oh, there's just so much. There's just so many ways that you could style this gorgeous skirt, and it is vintage, like I said, and this is by Mark Shaw, and it's in gold font, and it's a really old-fashioned label. It's an amazing skirt, and to round up the clothing portion of my best thrift finds of 2021 are these two Cashmere Knits. I mean, I could not believe that they were on a free rail outside my church during our lockdown. They're just amazing. This one's a beautiful V-neck in a gorgeous red, and after I wore this, I just thought, wow, well, maybe red is my color. I quite liked it on me, and I never thought I'd be one to wear, you know, block red like this. This one is a black turtleneck. It's a staple in your wardrobe to have a black turtleneck. They are great for layering under dresses. They are great just worn with denim. They're just so very chic and very simple, and I do love simple styling. And I mean, cashmere, 100% cashmere. They are by the brand Roswell or Rosewell Cashmere, made in Australia. They're just absolutely amazing pieces for the winter. These were definitely gems. Alrighty, my friends, let us move into some shoes. So when I saw these Stuart Weitzman Kitten Heel pumps, I pretty much just fell over myself, because to me they are pure perfection, because I don't wear like stilettos, I cannot walk in them, but this heel is just perfection to me. I can walk in this heel, I feel that it's still sexy and it's comfortable. I love these because they are pointy. I mean, look at the point on these shoes. And bows, I mean, a black classic shoe that to me is timeless. I have no idea if these are vintage or not. They could be modern, they could be vintage, and that's the kind of shoe that I like. They are just so vintage that they look modern, because everything comes back around again, right? And there is that beautiful Stuart Weitzman branding there. They are in mint condition, my friends. The patina on this leather is absolutely amazing. They were only $1. Can you believe it, my friends? $1. Oh my God, I don't see myself ever parting with these, ever. So I also found these little kitten heels, which are kind of in the same vibe, right? You can really see what style of shoe I like. I love a kitten heel, I love a pointed toe, and I love some kind of detail at the foot of the shoe. And I love this kind of plaque, I don't know what it is, this square kind of detail with the gold hardware around it, and this beautiful, you know, emerald green color in suede is just so different and so beautiful. I love jewel tones. I think they work back with so many outfits. They always look chic and very classic, as I said, and they're just beautiful. And look at that little heel. And again, these were in mint condition. I think these were $5. I don't think they're vintage, but that is the branding in there. But they have red soles. If I'm walking around in these and you see a red sole underneath, people are going to think these are Louboutins, right? Because he's famous for the red soles. Who does not love luxury brands? I mean, I love them, but do I shop luxury brands? No, because my budget does not really allow for Chanel and Gucci and Yves Saint Laurent and all those kind of labels that I love, but you know, I admire from afar, unless I am buying them consignment or I've thrifted them. So when I saw these Chanel dupes on eBay, I mean, they are the exact same shoe as the Chanel. The espadrille sole, the black cap toe, and the black backs, they're exactly the same. But these are by Tony Bianco, and they are possibly the most comfortable shoes I have ever worn. The leather on these shoes are so soft. I wasn't expecting them to be this comfortable. But if you look inside, it's not leather, but it's a man-made sole, but it's kind of cushioned. And in there, hopefully you can see where it says Tony Bianco, but they are leather upper and they are a beautifully made pair of shoes. They're just beautiful. They're beautiful and I love them. I loved the Chanel ones. So when I saw these on eBay, I just couldn't believe their likeness and I just had to get them. And they were $25, which I think is a great price because she had never worn them. When it comes to shoes, I love flats. I'm not the kind of girl that, you know, cannot live without heels. I'm the opposite. I love my loafers, I love my trainers, and I love a kitten heel if I'm ever gonna wear a heel. So when I saw these loafers in burgundy, my love, by Everlane, made in Italy for $1, I was just dumbfounded because again, these look like they've hardly been worn. Now these are in a size 38 and I must say they are a little snug on my feet for a 38, which leads me to believe that that's possibly why they were donated. Maybe this girl is a size 38 like me, but then wore them once and just felt that they pinched her feet. But I am going to wear them in because I love them. I love the color, I love the style, I love the wooden heel. They are all leather, inside, out, everywhere. They're just amazing. If I come up close, maybe you can see the Everlane on the sole there. They're just gorgeous. I just love this color. Speaking of burgundy, when I found this bag, I mean, I knew it was beautiful. I mean, just look at it. It's a suede burgundy bag with this gold, you know, badge, and I had no idea who it was by. But when I opened the bag and I saw who it was by, I died. This bag, my friends, is by Pierre Balmain, made in Paris. Can you believe it, my friends? For $2, I think, in my local op shop. I could not believe it. This is just too much. I mean, now this is a luxury purchase, right? This is a luxury item, I should say. But I thrifted it for $2. And it's rare that it happens. It's rare, but it does happen. I picked it up and I fell in love with it because it was burgundy and I loved the style, but I didn't even know it was Balmain. The only thing I wasn't too sure about was the handle of this bag. I can take off the handle with these little hooks that it has, and I can wear this bag as a gorgeous oversized clutch. And I think wearing this bag as a clutch is stunning. I have a burgundy and white polka dot vintage blouse worn with this bag, some denim, and maybe even the burgundy loafers. I mean, what a gorgeous outfit. But that, my friends, that is what you call finding a gem. So one of my style icons is Jane Birkin. I absolutely love her simplistic approach to style. She always looked so amazing, and she always carried around a big straw bag. Well, it was actually a basket. And of course she wore other straw bags. So when I saw this straw bag, I absolutely love it. I think it's so gorgeous. I love this detail here, these pops of colors in this different woven texture. Inside, it's a gingham print. Oh my God, so cute. And the way this bag closes is so unusual too. It has to be vintage. So as you can see, there's these two wooden knobs here and two loops on the other flap. And you just kind of wrap the loop around the wooden ball, and that is how the bag closes. I love to wear my straw bags when I'm out thrifting or if I'm meeting a friend for coffee or lunch to round off my best thrift finds of 2021. This gorgeous red bag, it's kind of like a very waxy straw material, and it's made in Italy, and it's in this gorgeous vibrant red in this amazing shape. I mean, look at that shape. And the handle is a rope handle, and it also has two wooden beads on either side near the bottom of the handle. It has a zip closure, And that's what it looks like inside. Around the bottom of the bag, there is a zip detail as well, which is great because it's like a reinforced stitch. It keeps the bag together in really great condition. And there is the label that says it's made in Italy. It gets so many compliments every time I wear it, and I can also wear it crossbody. Beautiful. I love it. It was like $2, my friends, $2. My friends, that brings us to the end of this video, my first video back for 2022. I really hope you guys enjoyed checking out my gems from 2021. And I just really hope I see you guys in my next one.